So tell me specifically what you're looking at. What within the bill are you talking about? There are multiple parole bills. There's cashless bail. There's all kinds of.
Well, I mean, LT 1941, but I mean, if you were governor, for example, if there was another parole
Tell me what the provisions of that bill do.
So it would bring parole back to Maine so that long-timers who are serving sentences that could be 40, 60, or life would get a chance to earn sitting in front of a parole board.
So as a former federal litigator and as a former U.S. Court of Appeals clerk myself, I believe that the federal model works, and I believe that most state models that provide parole work. As in, parole is an incentive for people to seek to reform their way of looking at the world. Okay, and this is so, and there's a lot to that. I would add there is another provision I would encourage you to look at. There are 5 states that have done it, and we should do it. It's called JRI. So it's a justice reform initiative that essentially starts with you have your conviction, your sentence, but then it works to put you back in an environment where you can have job training, you can ultimately have housing, they work with a job circle.
Getting you ready.
Yes, so the cases, I mean, I'm trying to think of what the states that have done it. Texas has done it. Both Republican and Democrat states have successfully done it. And the point of it is not even an individual, it's not just empowering the individual, it's to bring recidivism in the state down. And here is the real truth. It works. So it's the same thing with drug treatment. I mean, people go, you're very big on law enforcement. I am big on law enforcement because I think if you create deterrence, you will diminish the amount of drugs that are here, the effect on kids and all the rest. But you can't just get, I mean, Narcan has its role, but you can't just give people Narcan and say that's treatment. That's not treatment. You got to put them in detox. From detox, they need to go.
What you said about treatment.
They need to go to residential. From residential, they need to be tied to a way to get back into a functional living environment.
Like it has to work.
It has to work. And the measure of everything, I mean, this is a bold but simplistic thing to say. The measure of everything is whether it works. Okay? So if it doesn't work, stop doing it. If giving 3.7 million needles out doesn't work and it's perpetuating until someone dies, don't do it. And I hear the other argument. The other argument is, well, they have to be ready. I know of many, many people who were put in a position where they had to do it and they got clean, they got sober, and they stayed that way. In fact, Kathleen Kennedy Townsend, who was the lieutenant governor of Maryland, made a very powerful argument, Democrat, made a very powerful argument. She said, my brother, now Bobby Kennedy Jr., who's now a cabinet officer, would be dead if we had not had the coerced treatment in the prison that allowed him to get clean. So I am all about results. It's just results.
Do you have any messages for incarcerated voters?
I would say, I like to inspire people. Never mind, I like Johnny Cash, but I like to inspire people, and I would just say, hold yourself to the highest standard you can envision. Work. Go back to the Bible. Go back to the things that teach you to be your best self. And we all need other people. We don't ever solve every problem ourselves. But with faith and a sense that of the possible, I encourage you to do that same thing I said earlier tonight. Envision the world you'd like to see for you personally. Hold yourself to that standard. Believe I can do that, and then work for that. If that's sobriety, then it's sobriety. If it's I want to get a good job and raise a family, or come back to my family, or get reunified with my family, whatever that is, envision it, believe in it, work for it. And I'm telling you, it doesn't always come out exactly the way you want, but it does work.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you both. Yeah. Yep.